Hello and happy Friday. We are live. Happy International Women's Day. It is such a good day, and I am so happy to be here with you. Happy International Women's Day to all the ladies, all the gentlemen, all the people out there, because honestly, it is such a good day. If you've been on all of the socials, you're seeing all the celebrations. And so I want to just add to the good energy that's going out in the world right now. And I'm doing this Billable-Hour Burnout weekly check-in. So here we go. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Fran. I see you here on Insta. I am live on LinkedIn and YouTube and in a lot of the places, maybe not all the places, but I'm live in a lot of the places right now. I'm so happy to be here. I like to talk about women. I like to talk about the achievements that women are making. So, what better day to talk about that than today on International Women's Day? Now, some of you are new to me, so I'll introduce myself in a moment, but let me introduce you to what I'm doing. This is Billable-Hour Burnout. So, if you're looking for some helpful, tactical advice that actually gives you the career of your dreams without the stress or overwhelm, you are in the right place. If you want to finally enjoy the life that you've been spending decades building, you're in the right place. If you're finding yourself here today, it means you're ready to experience more balance, more ease, more confidence, and you're ready to make it happen without having to quit down your job or burn down your life. I'm Lauren Baptiste, your Big Four former auditor slash consultant slash CPA turned life coach, helping the hardest working women deal, overcome, and get rid of that burnout thing. So on this little show, I'm sharing simple tactics and mindset strategies specifically catered to the modern accountant, consultant, and attorney. You ready? Let's do it. International Women's Day edition. So good. Okay. So I always love to just start with a little anecdote. I love this time of year. This year, or last year on this date, I should say, I did a virtual event for over 300 women. It was such a good day. I'm still living up the high energy from that. Today, I did more of a restful, rejuvenative day. I had a massage in the morning. I had lunch with a girlfriend. I'm seeing some other people later. So it just is like good energy happening right now. But one question I get all the time, Akaloa Wellness. What is Akaloa? What is that? How do you say it? First, it's Akaloa. And I don't make that easy for anyone. But Akaloa Wellness, the name of it derived from the Greek goddess Akaloes. She was a minor Greek goddess that focused on women's health and stress. So when I was building my business and I was finding a name for my company, that just felt so resonant. And that was just the name I had to go with. So because Akaloes Wellness didn't have as cute of a ring, I decided to go with Akaloa, and the rest is history. Akaloes, I have some posts on my blog and on Instagram talking about more about Akaloes and what she stood for. But yeah, it's just a little tribute to our women internationally in the globe, and also maybe otherworldly, right? Greek goddess. So anyway, I love it. I get that question probably once a month at least. So I like to at least remind everybody, if you're new to me, where the name came from. All right, so let me share a quick testimonial from my client, Kara. She's a CFAR principal accountant based out of Wyoming. Now, she says, Lauren has helped me discover how to prioritize my own needs and stay grounded. As a result, I can think clearly, make decisions more easily, and be present for my loved ones. It wasn't an easy decision to invest in myself, but it was undoubtedly the best decision I've made for my personal growth and my happiness. So thank you, Kara. I love working with Kara. She's amazing. All right. I like to share that testimonial specifically. I'm telling you about Akaloa Wellness because it's International Women's Day. Women, we see some of these scary stats. We've seen some hard stuff this week, specifically if you're following my account, but we're also going to celebrate. So we're going to get right into it. A lot of us know women carry the burden at home and at work. A majority of women are showing as breadwinners. So it's something to be mindful of, that we are the one taking a lot of the energy, right? We're holding down the fort at home. We're breadwinners financially, and we're we're kicking ass, right? So let's be honest. But that being said, it's no surprise, according to the State of Workplace Burnout 2024 report, burnout is plateauing, which is good news or bad news. It's bittersweet depending on how you frame it. But what we're seeing is that it's disproportionate between men and women. Women have experienced more burnout in the past year, and men are experiencing less burnout. So what that's saying is while we're plateauing, we're seeing a difference based off of gender. We can see, if we think about it, why women are still experiencing maybe more burnout than men, right? These are just statistics. It's not everybody, but we can understand just based on women climbing up the ladder and wanting more in their careers, still holding down the fort at home, taking care of elderly parents. There is a lot of stress and overwhelm. And then when you add all that stuff up and then you remove the idea of self-care or well-being, burnout happens. So instead of going into the doom and gloom of what I see sometimes on International Women's Day, I really do want to keep it energized. I want to keep it exciting, but I really want to get real for a second. So if you haven't seen my post on Tuesday, it was talking about an attorney partner, firm partner, head of her practice who committed suicide. Incredibly heartbreaking if you hear the story, as she was an empowered mom, an amazing partner, and just a woman who shouldn't have had to give her life away because of her work. The story shares that she was working 18-hour days for months leading up to it. She was working on a tough proposal. She was showing symptoms of burnout, overwhelm, and just overextending herself. And didn't feel really comfortable raising her hand. It said that she made like a one last attempt the day she lost her life, but it also said that she couldn't get that support that she needed. So then she made a different decision and she took her life in a different direction. Now, while I said I wasn't going to get doom and gloom, I promise I'll get to the celebrations. What's so important is to remember the urgency of what's going on. I'm speaking to the smartest women I've ever encountered in my life, right? Women who know how to hold down major meetings, sign crazy big deals, right? $1 million deals. But what I'm still seeing is a reluctance to raise our hand for our own well-being. So what we're seeing, burnout is continuing to be disproportionately high for women. We're also seeing that energy's down, exhaustion's high. We're starting to feel a little less productive in the workplace, right? Those are the symptoms of burnout, but we're seeing a decrease in work-life balance. We're seeing a decrease in self-care. We're seeing a decrease in that sense of self. What that looks like, confidence dips. So we need to be really mindful of the effect of how overworking and having people-pleasing and perfectionist tendencies can create burnout, can create loss of decreased confidence, can create feelings that can go to chronic burnout or beyond that, where we can see in this firm partner who sacrificed her life. I say that because in the last few days, I've been feeling this really deep urgency to share, to remind you that if you're feeling like you can't take it anymore, then we need to shift this to I can't take working like this anymore. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job. Over the years of me doing this coaching, I've coached over 100 women who have graduated, who have been able to stay in their careers and have a life that's more balanced. Now you may be thinking, how is that possible? Well, it's possible when we start to shift our mindset and the tactics that have gotten us into the trouble spot that we're in right now. Some of the mindset and tactics have gotten us to this place where we've made it this high up the ladder, but we're stuck. So when we're thinking of next leveling, either making it to that partner promotion and maybe starting to have a family, or scaling our career and our families, or maybe we're thinking of that next step of I'm already at the top of the profession, I'm the head of the practice, what's next for me? We need to be thinking that new solutions are only solved, or new problems are only solved when we have new solutions, right? We cannot solve new problems with old solutions. So I'll say that again, we cannot solve new problems with old solutions. So powerful. So we need to be really mindful of this, that if we're at a place where we just can't take it anymore, if we're at a place where overwhelm is taking over, if we're working 18-hour days and we're feeling a slump in ourselves, if we're noticing that we're starting to drink more, if we're noticing that our faces are feeling puffy, or we're feeling bloated, or we're experiencing indigestion, or we're starting to experience anxiousness or bouts of depression, we need to do something better for ourselves. And when you do something better for you, it's not just about you. It's about the ripple effect that it has on your family, on your team, on the profession, on your community. Losing Vanessa Ford, the firm partner, is devastating. I am still processing the story because it makes me sick. After doing this for years, I'm still in such shock when I hear that someone's experiencing very dark thoughts like this, because right now there are so many resources out there that can help you manage. Now, I'm not here to convince you that you should do that, right? You're here already because you know that life can be better and you want more, right? You want that. So maybe you don't know how to get there, but you know that better exists. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today as we're shifting into celebrations. So we're going to send so much love to Vanessa, her family, the firm, and anyone in her community, right? Because she's not a one-off. She's just the one that had the headline. Right now, we don't have our headline, but a lot of us are experiencing and feeling the way that she did. But if we take action now, we can be so much better. So let's move into celebrations, but we're honoring her, and we're going to do that by celebrating what's possible for all of us. So I'm going to focus on 3 amazing clients who came to me feeling the ways that maybe Vanessa had felt a year ago, which was feeling burnt out. So let's start with my first client, AM. So she found a new job. So let's celebrate. She came to me feeling really overwhelmed at her job, working crazy hours, feeling like she couldn't handle. She was on anxiety medication because she was trying to manage her day to day. So what happened in our work together is she found a whole new job at a new firm where she had better balance, a huge pay bump, and she was able to start thinking about moving from marriage to family. And it can be really challenging when you're working in a law firm to find that space to say, okay, well, what's my path to partnership if I want to have kids? She was able to move off of anxiety medication and start building confidence in her day to day by checking in with herself and in with her mindset. And she was able to advocate for herself. And when she did that, she started to reap all the benefits. And so years later, after graduating, she has 2 kids. She's successful, she's thriving, she's able to balance her pathway to partnership, and pregnancy didn't slow it down, having 2. And what's so wonderful is that she's still on track and she's doing great. And so I'm just so happy for her, and I'm celebrating all of her wins because there's such a difference from when she came to me feeling the way she did, that overwhelm, that anxious, that burnout, and now she's feeling empowered, in control, and completely calm while she's doing it all. So good. My second client, I want to share, AC. She had come to me bouncing back off of a personal family loss and overcoming a lot of health challenges. So in our work together, we started slow. We started with her energy. We started by finding more balance in her personal life by focusing on self-care, improving her sleep, finding a winning routine that she can rely on, and getting herself in a place where her health started to give her the energy she needed to make the big moves in her career. So after shifting from a long-standing career in one place and moving to a new location, she was able to feel more empowered, more free, more able to say what she needed to say and do the things that she needed to do to be successful. So in our time together, going from a place of feeling stressed and stuck in the way that she should be, and able to shift herself in the way that she wanted to live her life and drive her career. So completely loved her transformation, loved the success that she made. I can go on and on about this client story, but just celebrating that major shift in her health and in her career and in her overall well-being as she'd made some major transitions. The third client I want to share, CC, she came to me as she was starting in the law profession. She was doing what every lawyer does, is just the hustle, working as hard as she can, working the crazy hours, trying to just survive in the day-to-day. So when we worked together, what we noticed that was getting in the way for her was her confidence. So what we started was focusing on her confidence. And when her confidence improved, everything else shifted. So when we focused on her confidence, getting her from a place of not confident to confident, she was able to become a better leader in her current role. She learned to better delegate, which allowed her to clock out several hours earlier each day. And she was able to start just feeling the joy of more free time, more space on her weekends, better sleep at night, because she was able to go to bed earlier because she ended her workday before midnight. Because she decided to be confident and courageous, she was able to have the discipline to actualize the big things she wanted for herself. So after spending a few years in her first firm, she transitioned to a different job that gave her a better pay and just better hours and more purpose in the role that she had. So coming to me from a place of just feeling like stuck and not confident to completely transforming her life through the mindset and the tactics that I share in my program, Freedom. So this is only 3 of over 100 happily graduated clients. But I want to be really real. Most of us out there don't feel this way. We may be feeling the good juju from International Women's Day, and we'll ride that till the day, or maybe we'll ride it to the end of March since it's Women's History Month. But I want to be really frank, right? This is where I get really real about the fact that a lot of us are not in that place where we're thriving. We're living day to day surviving. And you know that. You know what it feels like when you're in survival mode. It feels like you're always behind, like you can't catch up, that you just can't catch a break. It's like one thing after another after another. And the difference between the clients that stay stuck and the clients that are empowered make the shift of, I just can't take this anymore, to like, something's got to change and I'm willing to figure out what that is, right? A client that just goes, like, I hate my job, to I'm going to learn how to like my job and maybe even love my job again, right? This is the work that we do together. It's the mindset to get you out of your burnout, and it's the tactics or the strategies to help you get there. So it's not just believing, okay, my job is great again. It's having a method and a process to move you step by step from feeling stressed and overwhelmed to having a life that you love. You don't have to quit your career. And that's what I love most about it. I always get asked that question, Lauren, like, do most of your clients like leave after working with you? No, majority stay. And that's what I love. If you want to leave, I'll red rope you right out the door. We'll help you find like VIP right out the door if it's not working for you. But I always say, if you're going to leave, do it from a place where it's proactive, not reactive. If you're leaving a job from a reactive place, it's a lose-lose for everybody. But if you walk out that door proactively, feeling like you've gotten your health and you've recovered from your burnout and your health feels good and you're ready to rock, then you go for it. But we got to get you there first. So that being said, I'm just going to quickly go talk about my program, Freedom. It is a 6-month program. And right now I'm talking about my methodology, the 5-step process that I walk my clients through: energy, strategy, clarity, harmony, and mastery. So what that means is we focus on energy first. That looks like burnout recovery. We need to get your energy up again. We need to have you feeling good. We need to get you out of reactive and move you into proactive. So we do that with burnout recovery strategy that I have with my clients. And then we move into that second pillar of strategy, goal setting, figuring out what you want, stay or go. Then, right, once you know the plan, then we practice constraint. You feel clear, you know exactly what you have to do. We work on time management, we work on boundaries, we work on the things that are getting in the way of the goal, and we make sure that you feel clear and you make progress towards your goal. Then we move into the fourth pillar. This is more harmony or confidence. This is where you start to feel things are flowing. You're like, I'm not just doing it, I'm feeling it, and it feels good. So that's the fourth pillar, harmony. And then the fifth is mastery. When we are in mastery, we are focused on follow through. So it's the application of getting our energy up, having the strategy to do what we want to do, feeling clear as we do it, feeling the flow once it starts to all come to be, and being able to repeat that process over and over and over and over again. This is the work I do with my clients in Freedom. And I am so just grateful for the work I do. I'm honored for the work I do. I'm proud of the work I do. To see the life I've changed, the lives I've changed in the clients that I've worked with, and then see their ripple effect to their spouses, to their kids, to their teams, to the profession, to their communities. It's unlimited. Every day I get messages from you out there telling me how powerful this content is because it's not talked about enough. So in so much love to the stories that we hear of lives lost, but really feeling the urgency of where we are now and not taking that for granted, I'm here to tell you that now is the time to support yourself, to benefit your well-being, to get yourself out of burnout, to stop feeling stressed, and to start loving your life. International Women's Day. It is my favorite. Okay, so we're coming to the end of today's Billable-Hour Burnout episode, and I wanted to share, if you are in the Westchester, New York City metro area, I will be on a panel at the Westchester Women's Summit. It is in White Plains, New York. It is on Friday, March 15th. My panel goes on at 2:15, and then there's a fun happy hour right after. So it's perfectly positioned for a good time. Now, I already know some of you are coming. Some of you have DM'd me. Some of you have messaged. I do have special offers for discounted tickets if that's something you're interested in coming to. I don't have show notes, so I don't know how I'll post it, but if you're seeing this and you're interested, DM me wherever you're seeing this, and I will send you the code so that you can sign up and the link so that you're all good. But thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Billable-Hour Burnout. Here is the deal. If you liked this, please drop a comment and let me know. Let me know you were here. If you watch on the replay, #replay, say, hey, Lauren, what's up? And let me know what you thought of International Women's Day episode. I'm on all the places. You can find me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you hang. I am likely there too. I can't wait to hear how you're enjoying this, but also tell me what's resonating. Tell me what questions you have. Tell me what you want, because these episodes are made for you. So you can find me on Instagram at Akaloa Wellness. You can find me as Lauren Baptiste on LinkedIn and Facebook. I can't wait to connect with you. And if you want more information about Freedom, about me, about Akaloa Wellness or Akaloese, visit akaloawellness.com. That's ACHELOA, wellness spelled out.com. And this is today. I am so excited to be doing this. I am so grateful to be bringing in more fun, more tips, more ease, more lives in 2024. And thank you for watching. Thank you for all the amazing women who are part of this community. Thank you to the amazing men who support this community and this work that I do. You are out there, and I love each of you as well. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful Friday. Have the best weekend ever. Bye.